everybody. Welcome to our very bookish Christmas party. Yay!
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 And there's much rejoicing. Be sure to say hi in the comments. This will be a very interactive show. We're planning on just kind of hanging out and having a fun Christmas together. We are multi-streaming, so if you're joining us from, let's see, Tori's channel, or Andrew's channel, or Kay's channel, or my channel, hi! We love you all. Be sure to subscribe to everybody and say hi. You don't have to say hi on all of our channels. It will come through. If you want to, you can. So,
sounds like a lot of work.
Everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yes. So
you didn't say we're gonna have to work on this live stream, Patricia.
I know. So real quick, everybody introduce yourselves. And as we're waiting for people to hop on. And isn't Anita going to be on this side?
I don't know. I thought she was.
Anita?
Maybe she could be somewhere else right now.
Okay. All right. Well, Anita, if you need the link again. All right. So I'm Patricia Meredith. I'm an author of historical mystery and cozy mystery, and my latest release is a Christmas cozy set at the North Pole, the talking snowman who solves murder mysteries, and it's really fun. There you go.
I'm Andrew Meredith. It's my wife. I'm the husband.
Yeah.
And I'm an author. I write epic fantasy, thrice, Deathless Beast, you name it, I write it, and fast. Tiago.
Oh, I'm next. Okay, I'm Tiago Abdallah. I'm just an author. I'm not a booktuber.
Dang good one.
I am the author of The Ashes of Everin. That starts with A Touch of Light, then goes on to Shade of Madness, and yeah, Tori has it. And Twist of Faith should be coming out early next year. It is a bit delayed because of circumstances, but yeah, and I'm also the author of a short story now. If you've been reading The Advent of Winter, which I'm really excited about. So yeah,
it was really good.
Yep. So Tori has one.
I'm excited about the whole project. Yeah,
Tiago and Andrew, right?
Yep.
We have 3 in the Advent. Yeah. So, and I know Kay's been uploading like as she's reading them.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, I hit a bit of a wall, but it's coming back.
I did a video for the first 8 together, and I'm like, that's doable.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a good review today.
yeah.
Speaking of which,
none of them.
who are you?
I actually should change my name. I just realized I didn't do that. But I usually change it when we're both on, but I'm Nico from Nico's Book Reviews. I'm just a Booktube person. Yeah. But I do mostly fantasy and stuff. I definitely have read all of Tiago's books and haven't still not gotten to them. That definitely happened.
Saying that is worse because reading and not reviewing is like worse than not reading.
That's true.
He's reviewed it in his head.
Yeah,
okay.
It's all,
It's all in there.
I just have to, read the book. It's on my list. It's been on my list for so long. But anyway, I'm Nico. And then this is my wife, Layla.
I'm just the wife. I don't write books. I don't YouTube or just hang out.
Doesn't read. But...
I do read selectively. Leave me alone. And this is Nimue, as Anita said.
We saw Anita was here, so we had to make sure Nimue.
Good.
Okay.
All right, Kay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Kayla from Kay's Hidden Shelf. I am a booktuber. I talk about books, I read books, and I mean, all the book love. I've read some of the people's books in this, who've written them. I've read their books. They're pretty decent. You should check them out. But I want to know, Alethea commented, what are you baking? I want to know what you're baking because they said they were baking. Please tell me because I love food as well. And I do food from that. Yeah.
Baking. All right. Yeah. I'm going to start pulling in some comments here. Here we go.
No, I'm hungry.
So yes, Alethea. I think Alethea was going to make gingerbread
Ooh.
What time are we all eating is my question.
Gingerbread, because she was on last night on my gingerbread channel.
And we just made ginger biscotti today.
Oh, happy Hanukkah!
Mm.
Hello,
it's-
everybody. Just gonna pop you.
11 p.m. for me, so I'm not eating.
So your Hanukkah's
Again.
almost over. The
Yeah.
last day.
Right? Yeah. Happy holidays. Oh, okay. So when Nico commented, it went up like 4 times.
I posted from Jared, so it went to all the channels.
There we go. Awesome. There we go. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So what's everybody drinking? I've just got water so far, but I might switch to wine here in a minute.
Just
Feel like
water.
wine
Oh,
tonight.
we were doing booze?
A day.
I know.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not
that was
doing
my
booze,
reaction.
to be fair. Someone can drink some booze for me, but I'll
Oh, I'll go get some bourbon.
be spirit free I guess.
Why is that?
because I am expecting a little girl in June.
Oh!
Girl,
Did
yay!
you not tell everyone it was a girl? You animal. It's a girl. Yes,
I knew it was a girl.
I knew it was a
I
girl.
knew it was a girl too.
I said
I'm the
something
last
in a
to know,
couple of
apparently.
Yeah, you said something in our Voxer chat, I think, Nico.
Yes, it is a girl. I'm due June 2nd. And I think we're waiting to share the name, but it does start with an E.
Ooh.
My daughter thinks that the baby's name should be her name.
I would absolutely name her Kaya. That's not even a question. I'll do it.
She told Layla last night that that's what she wanted, and that's what she should do.
He told you to, so we can see for no real prize, but for bonus points, if anybody can guess the name, it is a fantasy name. So
Eowyn.
Ooh.
yeah.
Easy. I don't know.
It was going to be a name from Wheel of Time. We picked actually a name like 4 or 5 years ago from Wheel of Time, Avienda. But after the show came out, he's like really nervous that someone's going to associate it with that crappy show. So, of course, when I finally get pregnant with a girl, we had to figure something else out.
Evienda.
That's not bad.
Evie.
Is it a Gawain?
I don't think,
Olympia
I don't
did
think anybody's.
free gingerbread cookies, building a house, and making molasses.
Delicious.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Sounds amazing. All
The
right.
baby wants cookies.
Maybe one person.
Dan's comment is just hilarious. I just hope it's not Glocka.
It's not Glocka. It's not Glocka.
I don't know. That's a strong contender.
I mean,
Let's see.
there is.
We've got some different drinkers here.
It could be Savine if it's not blocked. Like just
I
I
White Claw.
So Tori, who are you?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tori. And I run the channel Tori Talks, which I talk about fantasy and a lot of other genres on the side. I'm also an author. Bloodstones just came out November 28th. It is my dark epic fantasy, and I'm also the author of Phased, which is a supernatural fantasy, urban fantasy. And yeah, I like books.
Awesome. And Andrew.
Hi, I'm Andrew of Andrew's Wizardly Reads, and I have read almost everybody's books here, except for Tori's horse stuff. Andrew's got a novella I haven't read. Patricia's got a short story, and then I haven't read any of the Advent, and that's all I haven't read.
You haven't
you
read any of
haven't.
the Advent? I'm hurt, Wizard.
So you lied.
Doing.
you just went
I didn't
straight
lie.
for.
You know,
I
I
backed
read
it, but I'm waiting on a physical book.
You have a novella that I haven't read yet. I forgot about that.
I'm working on the ebook right now.
I've purchased the collation novella from Andrew. And then, but I read and review books on BookTube. I just wanted to flex and say I'd read almost everybody's books here. So
I'm listening
wants
to
to make
Patricia
a friend.
Meredith's newest book.
Excellent. Good.
I wasn't able to get it finished before the stream tonight because Nico finally told me earlier this week that it was available for audio. And I'm like, oh, I could definitely say when I wrapped Christmas presents on Sunday, I just sat and wrapped my presents and listened to the audio and really was liking it. And then just my week got so crazy. And finally today, I'm like, crap, I have like 2 hours left.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I know. I was close.
Awesome. Well, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah.
Yes.
Fun doing the voices
I
of
did.
that one. It
I
was.
did.
It's so crazy because I've only done one other audiobook and it it was fine, but it's weird doing an audio for somebody that I've met in person, and it's just like, he sounds so familiar. Oh, of course he sounds familiar. I know who that is.
Right.
Because usually my brain always tries to like, oh, this sounds like somebody. It does sound like somebody I know. So they're really good.
I don't think I ever read in my own voice during the whole book.
You, for the most part, you're
'Cause
doing.
it's all Sam.
You're doing the Sam
Yeah.
voice. Yeah. So it's,
Sugar Plum is my favorite voice, I have to say. I quite enjoy that. It's very sassy.
he had so much fun.
Yep.
I'm just amazed that Wizard kicked it off with Tori's horse stuff. Like he just
I
went straight
know.
for
Are
the
you
throat
really
with that one.
surprised at this
Like-
point, though?
I've got one.
I don't have her horse books. She
That's a
won't send
sad
them
thing.
to me.
I
No
have
one has
one.
her.
You
horse
have my
book. Like,
mother's
I
business
read
card.
one online.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I want you to send it to me. I want you to voluntarily send me those books.
No,
That is not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
No, but Sarah might.
You have a better chance getting Sarah to send them to you.
Yeah,
Sarah
exactly.
and my mother are the better option. Yeah.
They probably have multiple copies of each one.
Evie, don't get excited.
How many though? 10?
Yep.
I wrote 9 books between 14 and 19. And 6 of them were horse chapter books.
Exactly. See, T
How
agrees.
funny would it be if I got a hold of them and then I reviewed them on my channel and nobody could read them?
I mean, the first 2 have been out of print for like almost a decade. So I don't even have copies to send out of the first
Wouldn't
2.
that be so metal?
It'd be so indie.
It'd be very hipster of you, Andrew.
Yes.
Very Andrew move.
Yeah. I have the rest of them, but the first YA fantasy and the first 2 horse books are out of print.
I'm just dancing around. I need to sit down.
Are you not sitting down?
Oh, another
No.
cat. And who's this one?
Uh-oh.
Who's this cat? Sorry.
Novia. This is
Novia.
my older one. Yep.
So what are we all
Everybody show your cats.
This is my cat.
Zero.
Hi, cat.
Our dog is asleep on the ground right now.
I don't know where my cat is because I caught her on the
I
table.
love your cat so much. I love her so much.
Skittles is a little demon.
Mhm.
We've got a name for it, so you can do Wizard's Library of Forgotten Tomes. Love it, Catherine.
I'm reading this book that you can't read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
There
much.
is a copy, I think, of Ironheart, my first YA fantasy, on eBay for like $25, and it's signed and everything. So
Wait, there's also a fantasy that's not a horse book?
yes,
The question is who's
yeah, there
selling
were
that?
2 YA fantasies I wrote when I was 16 and 17.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, very cool.
I agree with Thiago. Like, who's selling it though? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Watch it be your mom. She's got a hoard of just
No, I
signed
actually
books
asked
that
her
you.
the other day because I had somebody. It was actually really cool. I had somebody reach out to me on one of my old Facebook pages, and she is grown up now, but she grew up reading my books, which is super cool. And she was like, "I want to share this. Like, this was my favorite series growing up.
What?
Like, do you have any extra copies?" And I was like, "I'll see what I have." So I sent to my mom a panic note, and I was like, "Do we have any copies of Ironheart left?" And she's like, "No."
No.
So I felt really bad. But I was like, I have the second one, but I don't have any extra of the first one. So
do you have the files still, so you could like upload them as ebooks at least and just put them out there?
Or then it
possibly,
said-
yeah,
or then it
yeah,
said,
possibly. I don't know why I would do that.
Hey, hey, Sanderson just released in his December box a book he wrote in 2002,
Whoa.
Cyberpunk Noir. So if he can do it, you could do it.
That's right.
You can do it, Tori.
What if you went over it with a fine tooth comb, just kind of tweaked
I
them a little
don't.
bit?
Andrew, when am I supposed to have time to do that? I'm trying to write new things.
Hold on.
YOLO, Tori. YOLO. Just do
Yeah,
it.
make your kids do
Make
it.
your kids edit
Yeah.
it. It can
Yeah,
be editing.
make your son do it.
It's not slavery.
Release it
Mom, this
under
sucks.
your kid.
Wait,
your kid wrote.
how old were you when you started writing the horse books? 9?
Well, 12 when I wrote the first one. It
12.
was published when I was 14.
Perfect age for him to read your
So-
work.
Your kids are like
Yeah.
almost there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, my
So,
son is
I
11.
mean,
Yep.
it all makes sense, Tori.
Mm. I love that.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything too much, Ryan, but he basically released a super secret book in the December box to those who did like the 12-year.
Didn't she do that?
Andrew Watson was just covering it on his channel the other day.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's cyberpunk, but the art looks like it is. So I'm guessing it is.
How many secret projects do you think he has tucked away in like
hundreds.
warehouses?
I will put money it down that we're going to get another Kickstarter in March.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years, and he's only released one book in that time, besides the secret projects. He means he hasn't written anything except what he's working on for Stormlight. I swear, now that he's delivered the first one, he's going to do another one. It's money on the table.
Right.
Well, and especially since he only has planned like 2 books coming out this year that people know about. I'm like, Sanderson is not going to only release 2 books this year. There's no way.
Right.
No.
So do you think he'll top his Kickstarter, his first one? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because he's been successful and now he knows what he's doing. And he was not only successful, he was only a little bit behind schedule for the first 6 months. So he has to do something to finance this chateau he's building in Provo.
Oh, really?
So there's a place in Provo called Evermore, where you go and
we all need to meet there sometime.
Oh yeah, it's so cool. Like you go in there and every single section of the park is a different fantasy zone. So there's like a fairy garden, and there's a hobbit hole, and there's a How to Train Your Dragon lore or hall. So Sanderson just bought the property right across the parking lot from there, and nobody knew why. And I'm like, he's gonna build Mistborn World.
Yeah.
Well, he announced at Dragon Con this year that he's literally building a chateau, and the concept art I think is he's
a chateau being a fancy hotel.
Like, but it looks like a chateau from Europe. Yeah. I think it's gonna be the Lord Ruler's palace.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
And it's gonna have a wedding venue in there, a bookstore, a book club venue, so he can do book clubs for all of his books all the time. And he's going to put a roller coaster with a dragon in there. So he's got to finance it. So he might as well just sell more books.
Yeah. So, where is this?
Provo, Utah.
Yeah.
For Evermore.
Oh, okay.
So cool.
Yeah.
I love Anita's comment. Meredith will release more than Sanderson.
I know. Yeah. That's the goal, right?
I can't keep up.
I haven't read a Sanderson in so long.
Yeah, it's between the 2 of us. There's 2 of us. There's only one of him. So
I do want to read the 4th Stephen Leeds book that came out last year, and I think it's only on audio or something like that on Spotify.
4th what?
There's the 4th Stephen Leeds book, Legion. The Sanderson book that nobody has read. That happens to be one of my favorites. I'm going to do a video on it because I always say it and people are like, what?
I mean, I actually just recently sold my copy because I was downsizing.
I saw that.
I thought it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't done any of his audio original stuff, but I've read at one point I'd read everything. But now I haven't read Defiant. I still
the only Dragonsteel copy I have is Elantris.
What's the Arithmetic? I still haven't read Arithmetic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I don't
think it's a good way to start.
Yeah. I think Mistborn's a good entry.
Yeah.
One. Unless you prefer epic fantasy, then Stormlight. But I started
the thing with Stormlight too is because it's incredibly accessible writing. So even though the books look super intimidating, they're really not.
Yeah.
So Mistborn is a good test for anybody who hasn't read his books, because it's like if you've never read it and you're worried you'll like it, if you read Mistborn 1 and that's all you ever read, you're like, yeah, I'm good. You've at least done that. Yeah. And if otherwise, you'll probably just keep going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Yes.
It's interesting to like read Mistborn 1, then read Mistborn 2 and stop and think about like if you really liked it.
Yeah.
Because I think that says a lot about if you're gonna like the rest of Sanderson, like the style at least.
Yeah.
Because it's
I really liked Sanderson, and then I read what is it, Rhythm of War? Yeah, Rhythm of War. Then I read Rhythm of War.
Oh my gosh, Andrew, let it go. It was not. You make it sound like it was so bad.
Refused to let it go.
it was compared to the other books, it was like 4-star instead of 5.
It was like, you mean closer to 3 stars, being generous.
You guys are nicer
Amber's
than me.
Indeed.
I said being generous.
I don't know. I guess I don't know what Tori. I don't know what your specific complaints are. But like, I just a lot of people
Brandy
I think
Sandy.
complain.
Evie,
I think a lot of
Brandy
people
Sandy.
complained because it's going in the direction that it's been really clear it was going for a while, and people just didn't like it. I'm like, it's been really evident that's what was happening. But
For me, it was more, it kind of felt like Sanderson was like, I'm going to take almost an entire book to get giddy about how my magic system works for like 600 pages. And
That was my favorite part of that book.
I'm sorry, Andrew. I was so over it. It was like, I don't care. And also some of the, like, I felt like it was the most present Sanderson had been as an author in any of his books, where I could see him instead of the characters, and that really bothered me.
The
Andrew's
best part of
Wizardly
Rhythm of War
DNFs.
is when it decided to try hard.
What,
Andrew's
Diego?
Wizardly DNFs is having hot takes again.
The best part of the book was when he wanted to be John McClane.
You
We
need
also
to
had a
change
question
your
about
channel
where-
title at this
Where
point.
Chicago
Wizard.
is from.
Yeah, where are you based
Chicago,
out of?
Where are you based out of?
I'm actually not Brazilian. I'm just a construct that Andrew and Tori built. I'm actually AI.
Not far
and
off.
AI
Yeah.
still. Yep.
I am Brazilian. I live in São Paulo. I've lived here my whole life. So just
Very
learned
cool.
English when I was really, really young. That's why I don't really have much of an accent. But yeah,
Very cool.
I'm Brazilian.
And you're
It's funny,
you're
yeah,
coming
I
to
never think of
visit
you
us.
speaking another language because
I
we've
am.
only ever conversed in English.
Sorry.
It's weird. So when, like, if I think of Tiago, I don't think of Tiago's Brazilian. It's never something that's like, it's like, I know Tiago lives in Brazil.
Yeah.
And your
yeah.
accent is so subtle that it never occurs to me that it's just like, Tiago probably spends his days speaking an entirely different language.
Yeah, I do. With like my kids and my wife. And I actually did not have an accent when I was younger, but I spent so much time like only with Portuguese. Like before I was an author, I didn't actually speak English with a lot of people unless I was traveling. So I think I kind of developed, like I regressed a bit in my accent. But if like I spend, I don't know, a month in the US, I'll probably just lose it again.
Yeah.
I used to
And
study
I was-
Portuguese from my
And
grandfather.
I studied
He's
at
from
an
fluently.
English school, and I never had an English accent, which is really weird. But yeah,
Awesome. So yeah, so people are loving your books there. Doug. And okay, how do you pronounce your name?
thank you. Tiago. The
Tiago.
TH is
Like a
Tiago. If you're speaking in Portuguese, it's Tiago.
Tiago.
The O isn't the O like you say in English. It's Tiago, like closer to a U, but not exactly a U. But you don't have to worry about that. Like I grew up with people calling me
I didn't know
Tiago.
that.
Yeah,
You had the first part right.
yeah.
See,
grew up
I'm
with people calling me
Minnesotan, so
Tiago
I
my
have
whole
to
life.
say a long O at the end by
Yeah,
convention.
of
you
every
know?
word. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And Anitha, real quick. So the reason is we've got 4 different channels streaming. So yes, so that's why I'm trying to pull in all the comments because I'm seeing everything. We are seeing everything.
We're
But you guys
testing
aren't.
out this new feature of
Yeah, it's a
multi-streaming.
new multi-stream. So you can pop onto each of our channels and leave comments, or you can just leave it on one, and then I'm trying to pull them all in. So that's why you're not seeing comments from Evie because she's on somebody else's channel. So,
We're trying to pull
so
everybody.
there you
in.
go. Yes, yeah. But
I think we have similar opinions on Brandy Sandy Evie.
apparently, yes.
Anitha
Nico
asked if
loves
I-
Brandy Sandy.
Yeah.
I'm only going to refer to it as that now. I love that so much.
Random.
Brando Sando.
Yeah, Brando Sanders.
I like. I
Sandy
still,
Brandy.
I mean, I
Thank you.
I like so many authors.
Yeah. All right. So I did have a couple games I wanted to play. So that you guys could earn cool prizes and not just sit there listening to us chat. Though I know that's fun too, because I like just listening to other people talk. But I'm an introvert, so some people it's hard to not be a part of the conversation. So, so we thought that it would be fun to
I'm not an introvert.
You're not an introvert. No.
Do introverts always marry extroverts?
Exactly. I know.
Yes, we do.
My
Not
wife is an
always.
introvert, and she married me. So
And you're an
Because I
extrovert.
feel like I'm. What do you call it? The other stream I was on with you, Tori. Like when you're an introvert, but when you know people, you kind of become
Social
more of an
introvert?
extrovert.
A social introvert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
an
I
introverted
guess I'm
extrovert.
like that.
Or an
Yeah.
ambivert.
Yeah. And if like I'm in a group of people I know that I get like all silly and stuff. Yeah, that's me.
How about you, Kay? Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I definitely do not know for sure. I do like my time alone. Social gatherings scare me, but I do love chatting with people I know and I'm close with. But if it's like a generic party, I will be in the corner petting the cat and or dog.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Felt that.
Exactly. So this is like almost a lot for me because it's like everybody talking at once. And
Yeah, but they're really
kind of, I know, but they're tiny and yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a universal
I
cake.
agree.
Aw.
Kay's
Yep.
doing voiceovers now for trailers apparently. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get her into audio
Unplanned.
eventually.
I want to hear Kay go, in a world.
Yes.
It won't sound as cool.
I want to
as you think
hear
it will.
Kay audio narrate like a super grimdark book because it would be incredible.
Yes.
I'll write it. I'll write it. Just tell me what you want to read, Kay. I'll write
There
like a
you
short
go.
story.
Nicola
You know,
Bryant, who
You
was
read-
a Doctor Who companion in the 70s, did Mike Shackle's Last War.
Oh, really?
And like her character on screen is like super bubbly, like California Sender Girl. So to hear her narrate that was just like, I actually tweeted at her on Twitter. It was just like, way to go, Nicola Bryant. I never thought I would hear you drop all these F-bombs.
Yeah. Broken Empire.
Broken
There you
Empire. Ooh. Yeah, Chiago, you write it. I'll read it.
Okay.
Make him pay you.
That's not stream talk,
That's
Andrew.
like implied, Andrew. Yeah, obviously.
Sign a contract, get a lawyer. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you know what? Let's
Your
sit down and
laws
do some
aren't
business advice
valid
here.
in Brazil. Come on, this is like the jungle.
Okay, fine. Have him scratch out some agreement on some rainforest leaf and mail it to you.
There you go. He can babysit. That's always worth
Don't you
it.
know, my
Yeah.
kids,
Parents,
they
there you
swing
go.
to school. I don't take them. They like swing on trees. To school.
Oh.
I love it. All right, so we're gonna do at least one game. We're gonna do one, and then we're having fun just chatting, so we can just do that.
Okay.
But I wanted to do one giveaway because I want to give away a copy of the audiobook of my Christmas book. We have that available, and then we also have one. We have a giveaway that will continue even past, like once we get offline, and that's through Kay. So Kay, why don't you tell us about yours, and I'll get my favorite.
Yeah, so I purchased the deluxe gift Christmas box from Patricia, which had my own copy, but she very kindly sent an additional copy, all beautifully wrapped. It is even checked off as nice instead of naughty. So, you could be a nice person winning this instead of on the naughty list. But yes, you can win your very own hardcover. I believe it's signed.
Oh yeah.
Signed copy of Death of a Christmas Tree Salesman. So just, maybe put a snowman or something saying, I want that one. And I will keep track and I will draw a winner tomorrow morning when I can tally and, not be super tired and miss someone by accident.
And do they need to do that on your channel?
They can do it here if they want. I'll try and keep track.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. And I don't
So
know if there's gifts in the live chat, so that'll be something that you'll have to do in the other chat. But that way we can see it afterwards too. So, and real quick before we get going, we have another guest. Hi,
Whoa.
G.
Yay.
Live from the
Coming
North
from the North Pole.
Speaking of the North Pole,
Pole. Great minds.
I don't have very many Christmas things though to wear, so I'm just gonna
That's
be.
okay.
Okay, you live in Christmas.
that's right.
We don't even for it being Christmas, supposed to be Christmas year round. We don't really do very much.
You bring Christmas to us. You're like,
That's right.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah, it's a Christmas miracle to see you here. live and speaking with us. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you could tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing? How are you doing today?
Good. Yeah. It's been a long day. Ready to be done with work. But
yeah. Do you guys have a lot of snow up there? I'm assuming.
We're getting it now.
Yeah.
Last week we got about a foot in my area, and down south we got a whole bunch more than that. So.
Wow.
I haven't seen a foot in years.
Some people haven't seen snow their whole life in Brazil.
It's true.
Look down at the end of your legs, Andrew.
Listen, if I could see past my gut, I would.
Yep. Yes, and real quick. So is Kate's out tonight, right? But yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you follow T's channel, his sister Kate also reviews videos, and together they read the best stuff. So, not that I'm saying that because they reviewed my book, but awesome. I'm so glad. So yeah, all right. So we're gonna do a giveaway for an audiobook version. So this will come through as a link to Spotify. So it'll open on your Spotify account, and it'll be for the audiobook of my Christmas book. So what I wanted to do was a Guess the Christmas Carol game, if you've ever done one of those. So for example, the first one is The Apartment of Two Psychiatrists. And the answer is going to be some sort of Christmas song. And so the first person to say what it is in the live chat is going to get a point. And we're going to go based off of what I'm seeing. So it doesn't matter whose channel you're on right now. Any channel you can
post on.
Whoever's first, and then we'll keep track. Can you keep track for me?
Okay.
Of who
So it's the people in the chat. We don't have to scream out names, right?
So no. So we'll let the people in the chat go first, but then if they don't get it, then you guys can.
Not that I'd know any Christmas Carol names, you know.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm gonna do so bad at this.
We'll see. Some of these are hard. All right, Catherine's guessing "Baby It's Cold Outside." Not this one. So The Apartment of Two Psychiatrists. The answer is, there we go. He got it. Nutcracker Suite. So it's things like that. It's just a twist on the name. So whoever guesses first. So Andy, we'll go ahead and give you a point.
Is nut? Oh, okay, because it's a okay. Now I get it.
Crack nuts. Yeah.
I thought suite like a hotel suite, and then I thought like the musical kind of.
Well, that's true. It should be like it says an apartment. An apartment, I guess, is a suite.
It's a suite. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Just thinking that the name of the carol is actually Nutcracker Suite. You know.
Yeah.
Like, the name of it. Yes. Yeah. Well, and I forget if later on one of them might be more specific songs from that. No, not on this particular one.
No, because the whole Nutcracker Suite is all of the songs.
All of the songs.
Yeah.
Including
all right, number 2.
All of those. So, all right. So the next one, the lad is a diminutive percussionist. We could be good at English for this, I guess.
Well,
I feel like I jumped onto Alan's channel suddenly, and we're playing
Jeopardy.
Exactly.
Yes. There's one.
Yes, there we go. Little Drummer Boy. Good job.
Oh, it came in quick.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That one. Good job, guys.
Zin win.
So, but the top one was that
Zin.
Yeah, Zin. Sure. All right. So Little Drummer
Beanie
Boy.
Barbarian.
All right.
Zin.
The next one is all right. You gotta get this one. Decorate the entryways.
I know this one.
I know that one too.
I would not have gotten the first one. The second two are really better.
The first one I was clueless.
Yeah, that first one was hard.
Read it again.
No, I got it.
There you go.
So the first one was also Zin.
All right.
There you go. Deck the halls. We'll give it to you even with a typo. So.
No. If you have a typo, like everything else
it's all
surrounding
good.
a typo is useless.
All right.
As an author, I know that.
This one is Sir Lancelot with laryngitis.
What?
Oh,
Hi, we're playing a game.
Kate just figured it out.
I got it. I'm not going to say it.
I think I had a.
Got it.
I'm gonna put this on.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Like how you all get it.
That one was chef's kiss. That one was like perfect. Yeah.
I'm gonna blame my inability to do this on pregnancy brain and not because I just don't know anything.
There we go. Yep. Silent Night.
That was a good one.
There you go. Okay. A B C D E F G H I J K M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z.
I like that one. I think I got it.
You would.
What is it?
Okay, ready?
A B C D E F G H I J K M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z.
Okay.
You're close.
That's a good one.
Well, so is it,
Oh,
Yeah.
is it the first Noel or just Noel?
It's the same song.
It's the same song. Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll
It's
give
the
it
same
to Ryan.
I was just I said
Noel.
first. Mute.
Well done.
Alethea.
I'm like, I'm wrong.
The alphabet song. Yes.
Also not wrong.
Exactly.
I was gonna confidently say ABC. It's final answer.
You're ready to be a mom.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
All right. Wanted in December. Top forward incisors.
What?
Wanted in December, colon.
Wanted.
I know it.
Forward
I know it.
incisors.
Okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
I don't like.
Not necessarily all Christmas carols. They're like Christmas songs. 'Cause
My
what's-
grandpa used to sing this one all the time.
Right. Yeah.
I
There
was
we
just
go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
All I want for Christmas is my two front.
Catherine.
Oh,
All right.
cute.
All right. The smogless bewitching hour arrived.
The smogless bewitching.
Ooh, I know
hour
this one.
arrived.
We are. Thank you.
Yes, Melissa.
Oh, these are so good.
They're so good.
They're
Yeah,
not
this is adorable. I like this.
I found them online. So
I mean, they're fun.
I was gonna give you credit for that, Patricia. You could have
No, I
had the
know.
credit for this.
no, well, I was looking for different ways to like reference Christmas carols in my book because of course my book is full of different references. And so I was like, oh, there was this game we used to play when we were in, like college, and we would, or yeah, in high school. And so yeah, so I just looked it up. So.
Thank you.
All right, exuberation to this orb.
How long is Layla going to be pregnant?
I assume
I mean,
that
most people are
usually
pregnant
9
for
months.
9 months.
Yeah, that's-
No, I'm due in June the 2nd.
And
And it's because when we were there in March, we all took a shot and said cheers so that when Layla comes in October, she'll be pregnant again. And I found out 3 days before we went back to Indiana that I was pregnant.
Awesome.
I'm glad that's the
Yeah.
only way that it's his fault. Wasn't sure where the story was going. So.
It's his well wishes.
oh, what
All
is it?
Welcome back, Wizard.
Oh, no, I'm just here. I just heard pregnancy talks March. Figured I'd chime in.
Okay, you ready? Oh,
You're not wearing a shirt. Go away.
We're guessing.
oh no. Okay, he went away.
He's going to down.
He turned it.
All right.
All right, the next one is
I love it.
288 Yuletide hours.
One more time?
288 Yuletide hours.
I don't even know what the
There you
definition
go.
of a Yuletide hour is.
Really subtle.
I suppose I could just. I didn't say it out loud. I announced it while vlogging.
I can't read lips.
Oh, sorry, Andy. It was actually Zen. He was first, but it bounced up as I was hitting on it. Okay.
Give it a shit. Second one.
I know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Some of you in the chat are really into Christmas carols. Like,
No, aren't we all? With you.
Yeah.
like that's your
Aren't
thing.
you, Tiago?
Yeah, you wanna read-
All right,
No.
here we go.
Yeah.
Do
You
you
change your
perceive,
name to the Grinch on the.
do you perceive the same longitudinal pressure which stimulates my auditory sense organs?
Are we still doing carol puns or are we doing science?
I know.
I know.
Do you perceive the same longitudinal pressure which stimulates my auditory sense organs?
Got it.
I like
All I
how
could
she
think
says
was
that
like
one.
I know this one.
Oh,
the first thing that popped into my head was, "Can you feel the love tonight?"
First thing that popped in my head was not a Christmas song either.
No, it was
A musical song came into my head, and I was like, "This is like
It's the same song.
It is, but technically, it was looking for the title of it. The title of it
It's
is
your
Do You Hear
game.
What
It's
I
your
Hear?
game. You decide.
We'll give a point to each of them. So
All right.
Melissa and Catherine. Got it.
Carol of the Bells."
All right.
So we are looking for accuracy.
Exactly, Andy. Yeah.
I gotta draw the line somewhere.
All right.
So okay. All right.
That's not the name of the next one.
Okay. The next one is stepping on the pad cover. Oh, the pad.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Think about like what a pad is.
It'll be easier for you, Thiago, because this is a Britishism.
Oh, that makes it much easier. Yeah, I know exactly which one it is now.
Yeah. Not quite. Stepping on the pad cover.
That's a stretch.
I know, that's a hard one.
Oh.
Okay. There we go.
Oh.
Up on the rooftop. Up on the housetop. Yeah.
Yep.
Up on the housetop. Reindeer.
I actually almost had that one.
Word.
It was like at the back of my mind, but I couldn't really pull it forward, you know?
Yep. There you go. All right. Far back in a hay bin. There you go.
I felt confident at first, and now I'm just confused.
Yeah,
My kids
This
just
way
sang
they
this
put
one.
all of these songs through a thesaurus.
Yeah, exactly. That's all they did.
Hey, it's indie.
So So yes. So if you're just popping in, what we're doing is we're playing a game where we're giving like a weird description of a song, a
name,
Christmas
song
song.
title.
You have to come up with the name that most people know. So the first people in the live chat to answer it get a point. So yep, there it was. Away in a Manger.
It's like
The
the
closest
alternate
songs that
titles in Alan's Jeopardy.
Alternate, yes. Yes, exactly.
The closest thing that I got was a Lion King song, Kay, so don't feel bad.
It's a good song, to be fair.
It
Yeah.
is.
It is.
Okay. Leave and do an elevated broadcast. Leave and do an elevated broadcast.
Is it sassy also?
right. Oh,
AR, you better be sharing that ice cream.
I know.
You cannot have all the ice cream to yourself.
Yeah.
all I can think of at this one is hit the road, Jack.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Oh, hold on.
Also a great song.
So yeah. So technically, the first one's right. Go tell it on the mountain.
Yep.
There you go. Yep.
Nowhere near
I just
correct on
mean
that one.
as go tell it on the mountain. Like go tell it.
Yeah, I did not get that one.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
was that. I'm gonna sing it sassier next time.
Next
Trisha.
time you inquire. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yo.
Go.
All right. All right. Listen. The winged heavenly messengers are proclaiming tunefully.
I have a fun fact about this song.
I think I know
We'll wait
this one.
until it's done.
I think I actually have this one.
I do too.
Yeah.
Thank you, AR, for shipping ice cream to me. I very much appreciate it. Always. Always.
Hey, ships out in winter.
Yeah,
won't
Yeah,
even
if it's
melt.
cold.
You know, if we shipped ice cream to tea, it wouldn't melt. It would still
Yeah.
be frozen by when it gets there.
It was
Well, the
okay.
last time
Yeah.
I tried to pick up
Catherine. Hark
sense.
the herald angels sing.
So, fun fact. This
Yes.
song was not originally intended to be either a Christmas song or a hymn or anything. It was written to celebrate the anniversary of the Gutenberg Bible. And the original lyric was Hark the Herald Gutenberg, but it was changed later. So
Why do you know things like that?
I randomly heard that years ago. My mind is still trapped with trivia, but for nothing else.
For I can confirm for nothing else.
Like if
Nothing.
she asked me to get something at the store and it's not written down, I'll forget.
I asked him before he went to Home Depot earlier to get me wrapping paper, and he
You
came
asked
home
me
with no
yesterday.
wrapping paper, but with Bebop's or a burger place.
Yep, that's how it goes. All right, so just make sure when you get cravings, you be very specific and say this.
Very specific.
All right, we're on this one.
Yeah.
All right, so frozen precipitation commence.
Oh,
I even know this one. Come on, guys.
I found that interesting too.
And it doesn't even snow here.
Yes,
he doesn't even
Rachel.
go here. I don't know. That's the vibe I got from that.
Such a chaotic.
There we go.
I love it.
Let it snow. There you go.
Are you surprised, really, though, Nico?
Not in the least, but I'm having a great time.
Glad you're having fun. Hey, just saw you.
The best part is like
Hey.
Andrew's kids,
I know that.
like
guy.
Wizard's kids screaming in the background, but we have no image. We only have the sound. So
Just always hear Kaya.
It's it on for audio. It's never even more chaotic.
Yes,
He's
so
pure chaos. I love it.
that's right. Oh, Rachel, keep going. You can do more. Oh, hold on. I'm responding to things that aren't coming up. There we go. Mission. Yes. So, James, we are not all authors, actually. Some of us are authors, some of us are booktubers, and some of us are both. So it's up to you to guess which is which, and then
some of us are
That
That
just
can be the next guessing game.
that
Trisha.
can be the
I,
next.
I can never point in the right direction.
Some of us are just hanging
First,
out,
you
you know.
guess.
But first, I only have a few more. Okay. We are Kong, Lear, and not Cole. But he is Cole. We are Kong, Lear, and not Cole.
My brain just blanked.
You got this, Kay.
No, it's like Windows 98
We are
frozen.
Yes.
a typo.
It's a typo. I think it should be Nat Cole.
We are Kong, Lear, and Nat Cole.
Yeah,
That's it. I see
Yeah.
it.
because it's that one. Close. Close. We
That's-
three.
Is it saying not Cole because Nat
Old King Cole, that's why.
King Cole is not a Christmas song?
Maybe? I don't know.
We three.
There you go.
Oh, God.
Okay. Oh, member of the round table with missing areas.
With missing areas.
King Arthur, the round
That's-
table. Final answer.
I know this one. I know this one.
That's it's such a ridiculous clue. I love it.
I was gonna say the next section is Nico singing Christmas songs.
Yes.
with a solo.
Oh God, don't make him do this.
I don't think I have the range for this
Doesn't
one.
matter.
Frodo. There we go. That was totally it.
Yes.
Catherine.
Frodo
For the win.
of the
There you go.
nine fingers.
Oh, no, no.
Ring of doom. That's a Christmas
I
song.
also appreciate it.
Camelot is a
Silly place.
It is now.
Yes. Okay. Oh, holy night. Randall. You got it.
Oh God.
Oh, the table with
You
missing
haven't won
pieces
yet.
is the O.
Yes. Round table area. Yeah.
I had like night and I thought holy night, but it was like, what's the round table with missing pieces?
It's my fault. I said Camelot. So,
No,
you know.
yeah.
I like to push the pram a lot.
Now we've got Spam-a-lot. All right. Next one. Boulder of the Tinkling Metal Spheres.
Serenading. He will come out
You are
singing.
so ready
Oh,
to be a
God.
dad, Nico.
I'm just like Derek picked the absolute wrong time to show up to this stream. It's just like, what is happening?
Boulder. Close. Keep going.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
There we go. Jingle Bell Rock.
Jungle Ball.
John Ball.
All right. Though
Definitely Junkable.
that one works as well. So give Shauna a point because it's the same thing. So, all right. Okay. Vehicular homicide was committed on Dad's mom by a precipitous darling.
Oh, that's funny.
Precipitous darling.
I don't know who came up with these.
That's a song?
It
What do
is.
you mean it's a song?
You're
Oh
Why
my
do
word.
humans have
I've
so
heard
much
that.
time on their hands? That's
How are
what-
you from
Minnesota.
Minnesota and you haven't heard that? Yeah.
I've
Grandma
never
got
heard of
run
this.
over by a reindeer
What?
coming home from our house Christmas Eve.
I grew up in a civilized family, okay?
You talking about grandma got ran over by a reindeer?
Yes.
No.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll
Oh.
see you that and poisoning pigeons in the park.
So you got, yes. So you got Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel. Okay.
CSI North Pole, says Dean
There you
Sue.
go. Well, that's basically, read my book. Don't do anything. Okay. Though someone
Yeah,
sent me
I'm with Sin. It's like a totally barbarian song. That one.
I know. I feel like I'm losing my barbarian card here.
I
Have
know,
you
I
heard
know,
grandma
I
got
know.
ran over by a reindeer?
No,
Grandma
I have never heard of that before.
It's a
Have you,
classic.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He sings it every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Or yes, exactly. So have you guys heard the John Denver one?
No, I don't think so.
Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas.
That's so depressing, you guys.
It's so depressing. It is a terrible song.
I don't know. I have this problem, but I laugh at this stuff. Like it's.
Everyone go read Chiago's book. It's morbid.
I find morbid stuff really funny when it's just like commented.
I agree, Rachel.
Bells,
Sorry, have you heard Jingle Bells,
Robin
Batman
laid
Bells?
an egg.
Okay.
I know that one.
All right.
Lost
There's
a
some
winner and the
there's some
doctor got
for you.
away. Hey.
All right. Okay. This one was my favorite on here. Obese personification fabricated of compressed mounds of minute crystals.
One more
Back to
time
science
for the room.
Obese personification fabricated of compressed mounds of minute crystals.
That didn't help.
Yes, Rachel got it. Woo. Frosty the
Wow.
Absolutely not.
I
First
would
thing
have
I
not
thought
gotten
was
that
Frosty
in a
the
million
Snowman,
Not
but
obese,
just
though. He is
because
perfectly
Rachel deserves
okay.
money because that was wild.
Thank you, Ryan. I agree. Tell me that so hard.
Yeah, I would not have gotten that in a million years.
I was like, what is
I think
happening?
the obese is what threw me
A
off.
fat
Yeah,
man.
exactly. I was like, oh,
the obese is like the only thing that
Let's not
like
name it
in my new crystals, like I put those two together and thought Frosty the Snowman, but the rest I could never link it to Frosty the Snowman.
All right.
Okay,
Last
last
one.
I was also trying to make it about Santa.
yeah.
Last one. I spied my maternal parent osculating a red-coated, unshaven teamster.
That,
Sounds so wrong.
Unshaven.
I didn't know the word osculating, but now I do.
I was just saying I inferred to that one. I wouldn't have known that, but
Yes,
Sounds like that
good.
one word that Manchester
Oh,
like, is
no,
like
actually,
Rachel,
undulating.
man,
got
she's
it
on
first.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. So much for being like retiring back there.
There we go. Yeah, that's right.
osculating.
What a
I feel like
didn't
we
even
should
know
tell
this
Murphy
was a
about that
song.
word, Andrew.
We should.
Okay.
Oh, Murphy's gonna love
I know,
this.
what the heck was that? I know, I agree. Okay, so that's it for that game. We have a tie.
So we have two winners.
We have a tie between AR and Rachel. There you go. Yay. So
bravo, bravo.
send me an email. Send me an email at let's see, where's my email? I have it written down. So it's
I can never remember my email.
author@patricia-meredith.com. So email me and I'll send you a link to the book, so you can download it and listen to it. There you go. In the
So
comments.
what about undulating, osculating circles?
I know. I know. Yes. No, it's awesome.
I'm gonna put that in a book.
Osculating.
Send it to Murphy.
OSCULATING.
Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, Rachel,
you-
you win.
Tiago, you should make
Yay!
a first draft, and the first chapter should just be undulating.
As many
Uh-oh.
times as you can fit it into the chapter.
And ask her to bid
3,000
every
word
hit.
chapter of undulating.
Yeah,
send
and
that
then
to
I'm gonna
Murphy.
just cold call her with an email.
I'll
like,
back you
asking
up.
her
I'll
to
be
better
like, hey,
read it.
Murphy, you should read my friend's book.
Yeah.
Like, Murphy, I know you don't know who I am, but I'd really appreciate it if you could better read my book. And it's just undulating. And the title of the book is going to be osculating. So
I've been counting the number of undulations that have happened in the anthology this year.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even notice that word ever until Murphy brought it up, and now I see it everywhere.
Yeah, but it doesn't bug me. It doesn't bug me as much as it bugs Murph.
No.
Like, it doesn't super bug me, but it's weird that it's in every fantasy book ever.
It's a cool sounding word.
It is.
It is. I love it. I love it.
I just wish that they wouldn't use it referring to women. Women should not undulate.
Well, that's true. That's true.
The waves can undulate.
How about defenestration? That's the word I came across today.
Yep.
Yep. To be thrown through a window.
it's to be thrown through a
Or
window.
out a window.
To be brand.
Yes.
I want to play weird like vocab lingo. Read Donaldson.
Okay.
He is a penchant for using words you've never heard of before. Like Janie Wirtz will use some like archaic or less known terms, but Donaldson is, and apparently it just gets worse in his later series. Really goes for the vocab test, but in Thomas Covenant, I like you can typically figure it out from context, but I'm just like I had never read a book with so many words I didn't know before, and I'm like I read it as an adult. I'm like not even like I was younger. I'm just like, okay, Donaldson, whatever you want to do.
I felt that way when I
My
read.
wife, who has looked at me and I thought I was going to be defenestrated, is Layla.
What did I do?
I felt that way, Nico. I felt that way reading. I forgot the name of the book. I'll remember it. It's one with a like very blue cover about witches or something.
Anita, I agree with that. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I'm gonna find the name.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. All right. Well, that's it. All I have. And then so if you missed it earlier, make sure that you leave comments with snowmen in it, and you'll be entered to win a hardback copy sent from Kay. So she is up in Canada, so this one's open to Canadians especially, I would say, and
US.
US.
I decided to open it to US as well. So
Okay.
Do you still have some of those available for purchase, Patricia?
We do. Okay. So if this is like your last chance, if you want to order a hardback copy of our books, you need to order it now because I cannot promise
Christmas.
if you want it for Christmas. Yes.
Oh, okay.
We have lots of copies after Christmas.
I'm in no rush.
If you're in no rush, just wait because we'll probably have a deal post Christmas. But if you're needing it for Christmas, then please do order today.
Hey Trisha,
So-
is it a standalone or is it part of a series?
Which one? The Sam Shovel one?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm currently I'm about a fifth of the way into book 2, writing.
She wrote
the first
10,000
draft.
words in one day.
I did.
Wow.
So it's called Murder on the North Pole Express. So we'll be on a train. And it's
Ooh.
awesome. I'm having so much fun.
Very cute. Okay.
So yeah, I keep getting inspired by, every Christmas Carol I listen to like that, I think of it as a line that Sam could say. So
Did you call it the North Pole Express to avoid copyright?
yes.
Correct.
Because I looked it up. So yeah, so even though like Rudolph, Polar Express, things like Frosty, I've got all these references in my book, and that's okay because it's a parody.
Correct.
But to actually have a title with that, I don't think I could get away with that. So we're gonna scoot around it, and it's not exactly the same train. I've made a lot of changes to it because I'm having a lot of fun. So it's not the same Polar Express, but it's a lot of fun. So. So let's see who else has books. Thiago and Tori, are your books available for purchase still from you?
My books were never available from me because I can't really ship them from Brazil.
Yeah.
But you can buy them most places where books are sold. I mean, if you really want to buy them from me, you can. I can just like order them straight from the printer and have them delivered to you. And I can even sign them like digitally. Like I will actually, physically sign an iPad and they will print that page into the book. Like some people.
Interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well,
some
now I'm
people
mad I
have
don't have that,
requested
Thiago. Okay.
I can send
No,
you
I'm
one.
Get on that.
I can forge your signature for you.
Yeah, there you go.
It's because, Andrew, the people that I send books without signatures is because I hope to meet one day and actually sign the books.
Okay.
So you're
okay. Well,
on my
fine.
short list.
That's a good cop out. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll settle for that one.
WorldCon in Seattle in 2025.
2025 WorldCon.
Yes, let's
Have
go.
WorldCon in Seattle. So
I have already
happening.
told my wife about that, and we already are making plans of what the kids will
Mark
be
your
doing.
calendars.
Yeah.
When is it?
It's end of August.
End of August.
August 2025.
Okay, so 2024, I'm going to be at Gen Con, and you're telling me 2025, I need to be in Seattle?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a year.
We're gonna be the fifth
It's
column.
not like next
Keeps
week,
rolling in.
Andrew. It's
It's
next
like
year.
2 years from now.
Yeah.
We'll travel there with a 1-year-old. It's
2024,
fine.
2025. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So
You're already
it's
there.
really a cop out for you to go to Gen Con because you don't have to.
You just walk.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
look,
of course. I'm
you're on the
lazy.
same continent. You can drive there. I have to get a plane.
You cannot drive to Seattle from
Yes,
Indiana.
of
I mean, you
course
could.
Yes, you
What's the
can.
matter?
You should.
All the time.
You
Andrew,
should not.
They-
It doesn't even cross an ocean, wizard.
Yeah.
Layla will
It's
still be
still
pregnant.
30 hours.
It's like 2 days. It's easy.
It's 30 hours. Yeah.
No, here's what you do. You come over to Minnesota and then we'll carpool. You and Ben and I can carpool.
It's just I-90 over.
Seattle.
It's
exactly.
just I-90 over.
Like 30 hours is literally like drive, stop somewhere cool, like sleep somewhere for like a day, then drive a little bit more, then sleep again,
Yeah.
and then drive a little bit more, and you're
Yeah.
there. It's like
And
yeah.
you
that
and you get
drives
to-
30 hours straight.
Yeah.
Well, and then you all can come through Spokane. You can stop in Spokane, and I'll show you all the real spots that are in my book, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you like a
You
live.
will. You'll
walkthrough.
drive by the clock tower.
Yeah, and you'll drive by like the murder spots. Like I can show you where the bodies drop in each of the books.
AR's got the right idea. Or
Yeah.
or
Or-
I could fly on a plane.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? If you're from the Midwest, truthfully, if it's like under 20 hours, might as well just drive. Because we've been to Maryland and back, which is 16 one way. You'll be fine.
Maryland's 8 hours for me.
Yeah, I know. Don't brag about it. I would like to be closer to Maryland.
Hey,
Thanks.
move to Indiana. I told Nico to burn down the house today.
That's a solid plan. Let's do it.
So hold on, real quick. We forgot to ask Tori. Tori, do you still have hard copy books that we can buy? A new book?
Of your horse books, Tori?
So no, I don't. I do actually. I have a bunch of them. My mother has boxes of them. So if you're looking for my current books, I have 3 copies of Phased, 2 copies of Phased. One of those is spoken for, and I think if you want a Bloodstones copy, I'd order it like today because I'm running out of copies very quickly. So I'm going to try and order some more, but they won't be in until after Christmas. So
Ellen!
yeah,
See, this is how you
Hi.
do it, Anita. Someone who actually appreciates me and doesn't like call me crazy on stream.
Yeah,
like,
but
all
you
the
are
time.
crazy.
I
Alan will
know,
tell
and I'm
you
proud
you're
of that,
crazy.
but like,
Yeah, see, exactly. Vermont, Tennessee, 20 hour. Like, yeah. We drove from Colorado Springs.
That sounds like a beautiful drive.
To Delaware, and we stopped along the way. We saw Tori, we saw Andrew, we saw Nico and Layla. We saw everybody.
You made it like a 3-week thing.
No, it was 2 weeks.
Oh, excuse me.
Might as well just make a trip. I told Nico that we can go to this con thing in 2025.
Yeah.
I was like, we'll just take the baby. We'll just get an RV and we'll just make a whole trip of it. It'll be
There you
fine.
go. There you go.
She'll be like
And then,
one.
Once we've gone to Seattle, driving up to Alaska at some point to visit T will be like nothing.
Easy drive. We'll
Exactly.
just drive right up there.
Nothing. Well, we'll go via
Canada,
right? And we'll hit Toronto and then over.
Yeah, we'll
What?
stay in Anita on the
You're
way.
gonna go from Seattle to Toronto and then go Alaska?
yeah, why?
Over and
Like
around. You'll just
That's
make
so
a world
Vancouver
tour.
or
It'll be a world tour.
This sounds awful.
We should all
North
just buy a
America.
bus together.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm down.
Booktube World Tour.
Yes.
If you get a tour bus, I'm in.
Okay.
Another
that'd
Denver.
be amazing. There you go. Yes.
Are you up in Denver? We're down in Springs.
Yeah.
Denver's only 10 hours away from us. We should definitely go to Denver.
No. Yeah.
It's
Well,
true.
and then it's only 10 hours from here to Evermore, so we can all meet.
Yes.
in Salt Lake City.
Oh, if they came down through here, we go to Evermore on the way. Except it's a different weekend though.
Yeah,
it's Evermore.
I can't believe my comment sparked all this.
You just drive from Brazil.
We're just gonna live plan.
I'm planning on being in Canada in 2026.
Yeah.
Well, when I hit the ocean,
Only
I'll just
10 hours. AR, that's not that bad. We drive to Indiana and it's like 8, and it's like nothing. By the time you get tired, you're like down to your last hour. That's fine.
Exactly.
It's like 10 hours just to get out of Iowa.
Yeah. I also just sit in the passenger seat and complain and eat snacks, so I don't mind.
Alan,
I don't
you
mind
missed
just complaining from my
Christmas
house,
Carol
and then
Jeopardy, Alan.
I have Nico for like
You should go
2
back
days.
and watch that.
I checked Thiago, and you apparently can't drive from where we live to Sao Paulo.
No.
Oh no, you can't.
Panama causes problems.
I thought there might be like a.
You take the ferry though.
Once you go south,
unless you have like a ferry
it's a
across
jungle to
the
stop
ocean or
drugs,
something.
runners from going across.
Right.
There's no roads.
Still, I want to go down there eventually though.
I do too.
I don't think it's still a thing, but back in the day on Google Maps, if you asked for walking directions, if you put your destination as Mordor, it would literally come back with one that doesn't simply walk into Mordor.
Yeah. There are a ton of those.
I'm
There was
mad
one that like
Google
told you
Maps
to ride
won't
with
tell
dolphins or
me
something.
Yeah.
like what the directions from my house to Sao Paulo are. I'm offended.
Yay! Merry Christmas from Australia. Hello.
Hello.
We can't drive to you.
I
We're
mean-
discussing driving right now. T, I'm so
And
sorry.
if it-
You popped on and we haven't like included you in the conversation. So
I'm
tell
just
us what you're up to or something.
Well, apparently you can walk to Mordor, and it's in Mexico, I guess.
There you go. So, T, what are you reading right now?
Lots of things, as one does.
Yes.
Let's see. Audio. I'm just finishing up the Age of Swords, which is Michael J. Sullivan's book 2 in Legends of the First Empire.
Yeah.
Physically, I've got. Oh, come on! I've got Phased, which I'm actually working my way through, trying to get through it before the end of the year.
Never heard of it. Who's that by?
And which is Redwall.
Was that Rackety Tam?
Yes,
Heck yeah.
one of probably
That's
top
my
5.
favorite.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And then the other physical one is Tales from the Perilous Realm. I don't have the dust cover on it. Trying to finish that one before the end of the year as well. And then on ebook, because for some reason I'm reading ebooks, I'm doing Advent of Winter. So
Nice.
I'm so happy with that project. I'm so
Yeah,
happy that I'm
It's,
part of
it
it.
turned out amazing.
Insane.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
only on
You
day.
have to see the hardback. It's gonna
Yeah.
be gorgeous.
It would have been perfection if I had the hardback before Christmas started.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
The logistics of that would have
I'm
been.
going to be
Would've
doing
been
the
a
Advent of
nightmare.
Winter in 2024.
Then you can just save it and read it for your Advent in 2024.
I do agree with this though, because have you seen like writing excuses? Does
Yeah.
our writer
Yes.
cruise?
That'd be
You can totally
amazing.
do one. So somebody buy a boat and we'll just
No,
I
because as soon as that happens, all of our TBRs increase by 500 books.
oh,
They
I know.
are
What's
gonna
your point?
anyways, Wizard.
Yeah, but
complaining.
I think actually
Yes, yes.
you'd have to drag me kicking and screaming onto a cruise ship. But I think
Thank
doing
you. Same.
no, thank you.
What about a train?
Yeah.
Can
Huh?
you do a train?
Maybe over in 12 hours.
No, we
Well, I
wouldn't.
think
Go to
doing
Ancient
some kind
Village.
of a like writers retreat weekend would be really cool.
But with
There's-
all the booktubers too, right?
Yeah.
And yes, it's going to increase your TBR, but maybe you bring all the stuff you don't want to read, and everybody just trades.
A big old trade.
Yes. Please, that would be
Yes.
amazing.
We can all just bring 100 pounds of books.
Yes,
Yes, that's why you drive and not fly.
that's right.
very true.
Andrew, Zen is coming in hot.
I know.
at this point, I'm used to it. I mean, it's a fair assessment. But hey, at least I didn't DNF your book. I didn't DNF your book, and I didn't DNF either of your books.
I swear to God,
told
if
you
I
We
knew,
that
appreciate it.
We appreciate it so much.
yeah, and if I knew about your fame for DNFing, I probably would not have sent you my book when I did. Like,
Yeah.
you were like one of the first people I sent my book, and I did not know you were the
Me and
serial
Alan were
DNFer.
very early adopters.
my
Yeah.
plan, Chiago, is when I release the Praise for Bloodstones in the hardcover edition, on the page it's going to say Andrew's Wizardly Reads did not DNF this book. That's the blurb.
Yeah.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, and he read my books, which are mystery, and I converted him because now he's
Yeah.
reading Agatha Christie and all sorts of things. So
Yeah.
it can happen to you.
Andrew,
I actually just gave you a huge shout out in a video I edited today that's coming out on the last day of the year.
Oh, thank you.
Must be nice
Right.
to
I
have
really do appreciate
that
that.
far out.
Right? I was
I'm
thinking
always
that too.
I'm always at least 4 videos ahead.
And you
I've got
edit
lots
them in like 5 minutes flat.
Yeah.
Like-
And you have all the shorts too. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know how you guys do it.
And my live shows.
And the live
films
There's no
short
you guys.
films.
It's just Andrew.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if I have videos.
Is that why you DNF? Because you got to go film videos?
No, I DNF because I refuse to read something I'm not enjoying. My mental health can't handle
Yep.
it anymore.
Mhm.
Mm.
If I'm not having fun, then why am I doing it?
Exactly. I know. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that mentality. I'm quitting my job tomorrow. Done.
Well, okay,
I
so
mean-
I don't get paid to do book reviews.
Right.
I've turned down paid reviews.
The answer to the question, like, if you ask yourself, if I'm not enjoying it, why am I doing it? The answer to that question is usually money. So that's why
Yeah.
it doesn't apply to jobs.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because like if
Grumpy
you like
Merle
doing it,
does
I'll
make
stop
probably
paying
wouldn't be
taxes.
paying into it. Yeah.
Also, someone was asking if you were wearing a fez, and the answer is
I am in fact wearing a fez. It was red.
I don't
It was
know.
the right color, wrong hat.
Rachel.
I have a Santa dress.
That's right. That counts.
Somebody
we were
said
supposed to
on
be
here,
wearing red.
someone said they love Iowa, and I would like to know why.
Yeah. Well, also someone asked if we could meet in Iowa because it is central, and that's a good point. There's
I
just-
am
Hey, I'll
very-
be in Iowa in March.
Very okay with this.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll be here in March for a few days.
There you go.
Melissa, yes. Why do you like Iowa? I have so many questions. How long have you been here?
It was Ethra Munch Swallow. Is the one.
Okay, so why do you like Iowa? Have you been here for more than a day?
What's wrong with the 11th Doctor, by the way? Where's my sonic screwdriver? It's here somewhere.
From Iowa.
Vastly overrated.
I love it.
You shut your mouth.
No one likes Iowa. Thank you, AR.
I like
sure don't.
Iowa only because I married a boy from Iowa. So I don't love Iowa, but I love it because I married somebody from Iowa.
I technically married someone from California, so
I also live in Iowa.
You were born in California.
yeah.
I mean, I only lived there until I was like 9, but it counts.
Matt Smith was a fun doctor. I liked Matt Smith.
Fun, overrated.
Miko, you're overrated.
Is he your favorite doctor? He's not my favorite
I don't know that I'm
doctor.
popular.
He was my first doctor, so
Matt
he gets special treatment.
It's also
Yeah,
the
he's
most
not my
effective writing they ever did.
Yes, exactly. It all like
Is it
actually has a point. Yeah. I love
That's Russell B. slander.
it. Hey, do you watch Doctor Who up there?
No, I don't have time
Or
for
up there is
TV.
Dr. A.
Dr.
I'm- My nose is in books. I don't have time.
Excellent.
I had to stop watching Doctor Who. It made me too sad because Nico never told me it would make me sad.
I've watched 50 years of Doctor Who.
Mm.
Not for me. I can't do it anymore.
I watched like
Correction.
an episode.
I've watched
didn't like it.
60 years of Doctor Who.
Ellen.
Rose Eye. Well, you watched
No.
about 900 years of Doctor Who.
Yeah. I mean, technically, in the latest episode, he said he was a billion years old. So I've watched a billion years of Doctor
That's
Who.
old.
There you go. There you go. It's okay.
the
what
math isn't math.
reading.
All I know about Doctor Who is David Tennant was a doctor at some point, and that's it.
Twice.
And Peter Capaldi.
once.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah.
I watched an episode. I thought it was a little bit silly, and it didn't come back.
A little. It's only a little
Sorry.
bit silly.
It's a little bit silly. Who do you know who's a little bit silly?
You.
I mean, I don't know.
I actually bought this for an 11th cosplay at one point.
Awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay, so
There's
but Kay, what do you guys what do you watch when you're not reading, or do you only read?
No, we do watch stuff. It's just few and far. We kind of save TV time for like date nights.
Yeah.
So right now we're re-attempting the new Star Trek, I think it's Discovery, with following Captain Pike.
Oh, that's
So
Strange New Worlds.
that one. Thank you.
Oh.
I don't know what it shows up on the TV. I like it. That's
I'm a Trekkie.
Yeah, I like Star Trek too. So we're retrying it because when we first tried it, I think it was it was that whole, it had a lot of a newer feel, new cinema feel compared to what we loved in the older Star Treks.
Yeah.
So we're retrying it. So far so good.
How about you, T?
I don't watch Star Trek.
We can forgive you. It's okay.
Let's see what I tried. I've tried the original series, I've tried Next Generation, and I've tried Enterprise, and I just bounced off all three of them. So I figured I don't like sci-fi. Then for the next 5-10 years, I didn't do any sci-fi except Star Wars, which is more fantasy anyways.
Yeah.
And then what did I read? I read some book, and I was like, maybe I do like sci-fi, and maybe it's just Star Trek that I don't like.
Did you read JCM Byrne? The Wistful
No,
Ascending?
I haven't.
You'll like that, I bet.
That one's, yeah, it's
Wistful
a
Ascending is
friend.
fantastic.
Very good.
Fantastic.
Hugely underrated indie.
Absolutely. It's amazing. Yeah. JCM Byrne, everybody. Go pick him up. He's not in the chat right now, so embarrassing.
I never watched
Yeah.
I never watched Star Trek because when I was a kid, like my dad showed me Star Wars and I liked Star Wars and they both had Star in their name. So I assumed they were rivals. And if I liked Star Wars, I couldn't like Star Trek. So I just never even tried Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's all right. You're not.
And to this day, I've never watched Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, then, T,
you know.
T, what do you watch other than Lord of the Rings? What do you watch?
He watches Rings of Power.
No.
Only very heavily. Let's see. What do I watch a lot. Most anything I'll watch. I don't like comedies. So usually if it's a drama, then I'll watch it. A drama, not specifically meaning like CW level drama. Although I did like Arrow. But
until season 2.
No,
be fair. Season 4.
Yeah, season 4 when like they changed the cast. Then
right. I just like the Archer. I like that character type. And I've liked Green Arrow from the comics for years, so it's one of those things that just kind of it came out right at the right age for me to watch it and enjoy it, and then it's stuck. So.
When are you going to grow a classic Green Arrow bearded mustache?
I would love to do a Green Arrow cosplay.
Totally.
No, I just want you to grow a bearded mustache. twist it.
Again.
Yep.
But I watch lots of other stuff. Let's see. Well, Britton was here earlier. Talked to him about Star Wars for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, Marvel.
It's because I live in Brazil, Alan. We don't have Christmas here.
Yes, you do. It's just not snowy.
I'm white. Snow is white. I'm wearing white.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, that is a stretch.
And your book cover is sort of red-ish.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
Well, orange trees are part of fall, and fall comes right before winter, so I think it works.
There you go.
And technically, like winter, like why is Christmas red? Like why is it even red? Is my question.
Don't make us question things, Jago.
Red
I'm thinking way too hard right now.
Tradition
And
and culture, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was supposed to be red.
About it, but
I'm surprised that's not an obscure fact that Nico knows, because he just knows the most random obscure crap. To be honest.
I mean, modern.
I don't think I have a Santa hat, Alan.
no.
Coca-Cola could be.
So reindeer.
Polar bear.
Griffins for reindeer.
Yeah.
There you go. It's
Like,
it's
if
important
you-
to have it,
If
you
you
know,
take off
Google.
the
griffin.
the horns of reindeers and add wings, they're just like griffins.
Exactly.
And a beak. Yeah.
Now,
Right.
Tiago, you need to write a like Christmas short story where Santa has a griffin sleigh instead of a.
Done. Claim.
Yep.
And Santa's
Or
gonna be
Trisha.
like nicer. So he's gonna like remove the parts from the reindeer and add bird parts and kind of make this kind of zombie.
Like a Frankenstein.
Santa a kobold with all of the reindeer as griffins.
Okay.
No, I read it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
There you go.
I googled it because I was gonna do the whole thing, which I feel like most people know that like Christmas as the holiday was like the Christianized version of pagan traditions, and then the advertising agencies turned it into a commercial thing. But according to Google, red is the blood of Christ and green is the evergreen representing eternal life. So there's red and green.
Yeah.
See, this is why you don't lean
That's a
too hard.
stretch.
I,
Like that's the same as me saying I'm wearing white because of snow. Like I don't even know what snow is. We don't have snow here.
Don't even know what snow
Summer,
is.
it's not even winter in Brazil. Like
Well, and not all Santas wear red though, right? Because that's the whole point. That's the whole thing in my book is that they all look very different, right? So Russian Santa normally wears blue. So blue is their color of Christmas. It's just very American because of Coca-Cola, which is red and white. That's why we have Santa that is mostly red.
And then Baba
And white.
Noel.
Yeah, because in other countries, he's not always red and white, and it's not always a Santa pulling a sleigh, and it's not at winter time. Like they're all very.
Well,
different.
isn't Baba in Chacos?
Yeah, well, Papaya Noel is what I
Papaya
have
Noel.
for Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
yeah, it's
Chacos
Father
is in a
Christmas.
Hawaiian
Like
shirt.
yeah, he's in a Hawaiian shirt because
that makes sense.
It all comes back to that.
But like, I mean, Kay and I were talking about like, wouldn't it be nice to walk into a mall in America and see different Santas? Like, see
That
them
would be really cool.
dressed differently. It would be a stretch. It'd be amazing. See some
I feel
diversity.
like my child would just be confused.
But then she could choose which Santa she wanted to go to, right?
Just have them in a line
Yes.
and judge based on the lines.
Oh, there
how
you
long
go.
the
You can
lines
go
are.
shake all the Santa hands. There you go.
Kaya would want to hug all of them. I can just see it.
Kaya is one of the most kidnappable children in America.
She really is. She is just so sweet, and she would go up to anybody.
We stroll through the grocery store and she's like, "Hi, hi."
No,
Do that.
Yeah, I like the Zelda games, but old.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Well, then you have different Pokemon, right?
Yeah,
so
and then the
you
like
have
the
elders.
blue one would breathe underwater, the red one would be resistant to fire, and the green one would do nothing.
Okay, we have a real
John,
question.
do we have a surprise for you?
We have a real question from John.
Who else here is an author?
Tiago.
And Tiago.
I was like reading through
You
the
failed the
comments and I got
Yeah. So let's see. So if
focus
you know
now.
Tori writes fantasy. What would you say? Dark fantasy?
Yeah, dark fantasy.
Yes.
Yeah. So does Tiago.
So what do you write?
I'll even get the other ones. Hold on.
Okay.
Was Breton?
I'm prepared. I have my stack here.
Ready to go.
All my books are up there.
All right. So I write historical mystery and cozy mystery. So this is cozy mystery, North Pole, and that's what we're talking about a lot tonight, just because it's Christmas. So it's a talking snowman at the North Pole comes to life for 12 days, has to solve the murder of Mr. O. Tannenbaum, and it's full of enough Christmas references to choke a reindeer. So it's a lot of fun.
And then you write mystery.
And then I also write historical mystery, like Tori's got there. Deed of Dreadful Note is the first in one series that features Anna Catherine Green, her mother detective fiction. She's a real person from history. She created a lot of things that then Sherlock stole and Agatha Christie used, but they came after her. And so she's a forgotten female that I've been reintroducing to the world. And then Butcher Baker Candlestick Taker is the first in the Spokane Clock Tower mysteries. And there's 3 in that series right now. And I'm working on book 4. And that one's about a clockmaker whose patroness is found murdered, and he has to solve the mystery while working with a bunch of very quirky characters, all trying to figure out really who they are. It's a lot of identity, mistaken identities, and fun things like that in 1901. So that one's 1901. Anna Catherine Green is 1872 New York. So
okay, Chiago, go.
That's me.
The only thing I was thinking right now was like hearing everything that Trisha is saying is just how perfect he is with you, Andrew, because it's like, you know, it's almost like hearing you talk as well. It's like you guys are so like in sync.
Booktube power couple.
Yeah.
No.
Anita says I'm horrible at marketing, but Anita, who did everyone call out? Like whose name did everyone say? Everyone turned to me. Like the focus came onto me, and now everyone knows I'm an author. So it was actually a genius marketing move to not say I'm an author. So.
Oh, awesome! I'm glad you read that. I hope you loved it. It's my favorite version of Robin Hood. So yeah, all my books have literary references to things that were written prior to when the book takes place, and so it's the whole reading list. So all right, so Chiago, what do you write?
Okay, I write dark epic fantasy. Yep. Touch of Light is book 1 in the Ashes of Avrin. There's also the prequel novella that you can get for free on my in my newsletter. If you sign up, you get the ebook for free. And the sequel to Touch of Light is The Shade of Madness, which
has a reindeer on.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it has a reindeer on the cover. Yeah.
It almost does have.
You can see the horns.
Yes, there you go.
And yeah, that's it.
And then I write epic fantasy. Andrew D. Meredith is my name. Thrice is a Slavic fantasy. It's about a man and a boy on the road. The little boy has way too much magic, and the father goes on the road to ask those who are after him and his magic to stop really nicely. And a hijinks ensue. Yeah. And then
Mandalorian meets Witcher.
Very. Yeah. And then Deathless Beast is the first book in my Collation saga, which is a multi point of view epic about a pair of mercenaries trying to make a quick gold. Paladin has been called by his god to become his champion while his order is collapsing underneath him, and a physician who just wants choice in her life while that she is given a mysterious seed pod that is centuries old and unaging, and a man who's wearing a shroud made of a cloak made of bones trying to kill the gods, you know, as one does.
As you do.
Yeah.
Yes. As one does.
There's the pitch.
Fantasy. There you go. Pick up all of our books for Christmas because they're amazing.
I fall over.
Yeah, Tori's Vanna Whiting the books.
Yeah, he said he knew Tori's, but Tori, why don't you give us another pitch?
Yes, for everybody else.
No, I was hoping you were going to forget about me.
Work out.
Okay.
The only one I don't have is Bloodstones and Gloves.
And horse books.
So Tori writes books about horses, I've come to realize.
That's all I write.
Show everyone your horse books, Tori.
I love
Please don't buy these. Buy my horse books. No, so Phased is a dark supernatural urban fantasy about two werewolf sisters who are trying to escape from a life as lab rats. And then I'm getting better at that one. And then Bloodstones is my new dark epic fantasy that I am absolute garbage at pitching still, but it is a group of boys who are trained to be soldiers in the midst of a succession war and all of the other things that it is about. So that's Bloodstones.
And a barbarian horse. And
there are barbarian horse tribes, yes, because my books always have to have barbarians in them.
But apparently not.
And horses.
There are horses in Bloodstones, Daniel. there are actually more horses in Bloodstones than in Phase.
Yes.
So
everyone wants to know about the horse books, Tori. You should tell people about the
I
horse
even
books.
taught Andrew Wizard something new about horses in Bloodstones, didn't I, Andrew?
You did, but I don't remember what it was.
Because you messaged me and you're like, I think you wrote something weird here because you're talking about the frog on the bottom of the horse's foot.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, yep, I did.
Yep.
So you got to be really careful reading the Bloodstones because a war horse might fall on you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good horse-based combat though.
Thank you. Yeah, I had fun with that. It's more fun. Like, let's be real. It's more fun when you throw horses or griffins in. You can do more things.
I'm currently reading Andrew's Gloves of Aeons, so 61% through that.
Nice.
And then I'm 9% into Ride Hell's Chasm, which is haunting me.
Right.
I got further from one sitting.
It's so elevated, but it's still so good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's what I said. It's one to take your time with. Like, I had no issues because I've read so much. I can't say anything said that's
nice flex, Nico.
Janny word.
Or my bingo word or whatever. But yeah, well, I mean, I've read, her whole big long series, so I'm just super used to her style, so I just immediately fell right in. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm really excited. So.
I think what surprised me about it that I think is a huge selling point for Janny for a lot of like people that are already reading fantasy is just that, yes, the prose is incredibly elevated, but she does such a good job making really investable characters within that prose that you like really care about it. It's weird to see both of those at the same time, if that makes sense. She's very good at it.
It's not unapproachable
here with Janny.
No, it's not unapproachable at all.
Yeah.
People should start here with Janny words.
That is a much easier entry. It is kind of it has a way less barrier to entry.
Okay.
It's not as elevated at all. And it's easier to get into, but if you want to read the big series, most people agree Hell's Chasm is a good starting point, or the novellas. But
I use Andrew's books to get me into Janny's elevated prose.
There you go. Good job. Excellent.
Wars of Light and Shadow has some amazing characters too. So
I just remember there was one point where Nico was like, "Listen to this." He read me like 2 sentences, and I said, "No."
He was so mad. He's like, "I do not want to read that." I'm like, "It's so beautiful."
It was gorgeous and absolute nonsense.
Nico, I was the same way as you. I read the first 2 sentences, and I'm like, "So I'm reading this whole series."
Yeah.
Yes.
He read it to me. Like,
one of his Janny books wasn't on an audio, and I was like, and we were driving somewhere, and he's like, "You want to read that to me?" And I was like, "Oh, for sure." Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I got like 3 sentences in, and I'm like, "This is nonsense." He's like, "Oh, we'll give it a try." I've tried so many times to like be nice and do that for him, but there is no way. Absolutely not.
If she can't sleep, I'll read her some, and she passes right.
I'm immediately out. So I like to fall asleep to nonsense. It's out of my brain power. I can't.
I'll do it when my brain is ready. That's when I'll read Wars of Light and Shadow.
My brain will never be ready for that kind of capacity. I know he really enjoys her books, but I just don't think I could get into something that in depth. It's not for me.
So, John, if you want even more TBRs, you need to follow all these booktubers.
We will have you a TBR that will reach the sky in no time flat.
Yep. To the moon.
I will do unto you what has been done unto me.
And really, I mean, the key is finding people who read what you want to read. I mean, because Andrew Wizard is known for DNFing things. But we were talking earlier about how that's a good thing. It's a good thing, though.
But even before that, Andrew has always been he's been a book fixer. Like he can any book he does not like, he can match to anybody.
Right.
Yep.
Because it's not for him doesn't mean it's not for you. Right.
It's true. It's true.
Completely different from the rest of us. And it's okay, we still love her and we get along.
Yeah, I don't read any of this stuff. I do I like the books of Patricia's that I've read.
Oh, thank you.
I want to try Thrice.
Yeah.
Because Nico said he thinks I'd really like that. And I really want to try Phased.
Yeah.
I think
Nico said I can get it on Kindle Unlimited.
Yes, you can now. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a try on Kindle Unlimited. But
I hope you like it.
It was more of a Court of Thorns and Roses type of reader.
But we love her anyways.
Yeah, I'm a very smutty reader. It's fine. I enjoy it.
Do you think your reading will change when you become a mom?
Probably not.
Oh,
I like to think so. Maybe I'll read things a little more okay, but probably not.
A very hungry caterpillar.
That's right. No, then you just feel the innuendos that are in all the children's books. Because you
Yep.
read it and you're like, whoa.
I'm like, whoa.
I'm gonna tell you what, watching Shrek as a 13-year-old and watching Shrek as an 18-year-old, they're
Completely
a different movie.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we watched Shrek. We watched Shrek on Wednesday night because I don't remember what happened, but I was like, "Do you want to watch Shrek tonight?" And he said no, and I'm like, "We're doing it." And I put Shrek on, and we watched it, and I'm like, Oh my goodness. I would never let my kid watch this. Are you kidding me? It's just stuff that I never noticed. And we were watching it when we were kids. I remember my mom saying, well, that was inappropriate. And I'm like, what? And she's like, nothing. You'll probably get it when you're older. And now I'm older.
So
and I'm like,
so it's fine because like your kids aren't gonna get it as well.
The Haunted Mansion is probably the worst one. If you guys have watched the Haunted Mansion, the original one, as an adult, oh my goodness, crazy.
Responding to Ithra, I was just gonna say,
yeah.
Don't worry, we got you.
All of these books. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's books are available in audiobook. So
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
No. So Phased is not.
Oh, that's
right. Okay.
Bloodstones will be very soon.
You know who could do a great audio of Phased?
Okay.
Yeah, he's right below you.
Who? He's just looking around like, where? Who?
She's like, I'm over here minding my own business. And all of a sudden, and she starts volunteering me for stuff.
I think that, or I think Tori and Sarah should read it together.
I'm thinking about doing it more audio drama style and having Ben and Sarah's husband, David, and Sarah and I read the 4 main characters because we are technically the 4 main characters. So, yeah.
There you go. So you don't need me.
Yes. And yes,
I mean, I might need a narrator though.
If they're not, ask for them from your local library.
Yep. You just have to request them through your library, but they're definitely on there. So,
I know Spokane is available from Everand.
Is it? Okay.
Well, Spokane is not, but Spokane is.
Spokane is.
That's actually, I've listened to the audio for which are fantastic. I was joking. Get it. Andrew Meredith here, the narrator for Tori's stuff. But he is a fantastic narrator.
It's so good, you guys. I cannot wait until it's out. It is so good.
I might end up doing audio so I get to it quicker, just because I'm always so excited to listen to his stuff on audio. And when I was reading Gloves of Eons, I was reading my e-arc and I was like halfway through and he's like, do you want audio? And I'm like, yeah. I love his narration so much. So I'm like, it doesn't matter that I'm halfway through. I'm still going to listen.
I'll switch to audio. It's fine.
And Thiago, yours is Kevin Kemp, I think.
Yeah, Kevin Kemp.
One of the most beautiful individuals.
Oh.
Yes,
he's got a really, really wonderful voice
he's
too.
Such a great guy.
And his voice is silk.
Yeah.
Velvet.
I still remember. I still remember like the first time I heard him read an audiobook. It was Keane's book, the wizard, the book that I always butcher the name, like the underwhelming epic
I've read that book.
of a dead wizard and
average wizard and
average wizard and
a dead bard.
wizard and an average bard. Yeah,
fantastic, underwhelming epic of something.
A dead wizard and an average bard.
Yeah.
But that book is really like it's really light in tone. It's funny. It's comical, and I was thinking like maybe he could do like he could do a little bit darker because he reads some serious passages really well in that book. And then I think he messaged me on Twitter or something, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do the audiobook right now, but if you could like send me a sample or whatever. And I just told him what I was looking for. And like, I heard like the first 30 seconds and I was immediately, okay. Yeah. I guess I'm doing an audiobook now. Yeah.
I listened to half of an audiobook for a book I didn't like at all because he narrated it and it was really good narration. And I kept going for a lot longer than I would have. And it was just kind of a goofy, off the walls thing that was intended for a younger audience. And I
like the Demon Blades or something.
Bizarre Blades.
Bizarre Blades.
Like it was. I was not in the core audience, but it was like free on Audible, and I wanted that narrator. And I'm like, this isn't for me, which made sense. But
he has so many voices; it's insane. It's like a different person's narrating the book. I don't know. I really don't.
Oh, John Saxon said his TBR is nearly 200 books.
Rookie numbers.
Yeah.
You can add to that. You're good. You can add to it. You got space.
You got plenty of room.
Well, and then let's see. So yeah.
Eduardo Ballerina is an amazing narrator.
Oh yeah, there you go.
He does. Michael.
Do you guys know what
No.
your favorite book is that you read this year?
The year's not
No.
over, so no.
I mean, I read most of the Words of Light and Shadow this year, so one of them.
Honestly,
Standalone book or like a series?
I'm gonna go here. This is probably my book of the year.
Nice.
All right, what is it?
No Port in a Storm by Cal Black. It's stuck with me ever since April.
Nice.
Like, it's the first book. Like, it may not be the best written book, but it's always the book that pops in my head first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it.
Figuring out my top 10 is going to be
Everybody get your bingo cards out.
That's right.
really Chicago.
Yep, that's my favorite book of all time.
Yeah,
I read it.
he loves anything. Mark Lawrence could poop on a page, and Tiago would give it 5 stars.
I will, because he'll do it with class. You know.
I like Lawrence.
Do it with class.
I think he meant he would do it with ass.
Nico's is probably anything, Janny. Just
I already said it was one of
it.
those. No, just figuring out my top 10 is going to be a nightmare because I've read a ton of things.
I refuse to do a top 10 this year. I refuse.
Doing a top 100.
No, I'm doing best of.
Do a top 10. Do a top 10 of what you DNF.
I can't remember. The thing with a DNF is once I DNF, it goes on my unhaul pile, and once it's out my door, it's out my brain.
Right there with you, Alan.
How about you, T?
Anybody else? Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 answers.
Okay.
One of them would be Les Mis. I read Les Mis.
Right.
I can't recommend it to everybody, and I it's one of the only books that I could recommend an abridged version of.
Yes.
But it's very, very, very good. The other 2, that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Legend of Blackjack. That's
Nice.
He was here. Yeah.
He was here, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely one of my
I think he
funnest books I've read. Maybe not like best in terms of everything, but just so much fun.
Mhm.
And then the
the
other one,
father-son relationship in that book is just spectacular.
Ooh, that could be
Devil in the White
for
City.
me.
yes, Devil in the White City. That's
Where do I have
very strong contender for best book here, and
Mhm.
one of the best books I've ever read. So
Are you gonna read his other book, Thunderstruck?
I'll read eventually once I have time. It's the problem is and that's why I've been reading Phased since when was the buddy read for Phased?
October.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, and I've
All
been
right.
reading Rackety Tam since April, I think, something like that. So
It's just a slow saver. That's good.
I'm a
That's
slow-
fine.
I can't do anything about it, especially when you don't have time to read, and that's my biggest issue. I haven't had time.
Yeah.
And December's been because I've been trying to do a video every day because I'm so far behind on reviews, and that takes away from my reading time that I don't even have to begin with. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Kay?
Well, I'm still reading, but top contenders right now are these 2 lovelies.
Nice.
Hills of Heather and Bone Heliotrope?
Yep. These 2 are my top contenders at the moment, but I am still reading, so we'll see.
Assassins of Crimson Secrets could make my list. That could easily make my list as well.
Yeah. So for those who couldn't see the titles, okay.
Oh.
Heliotrope is by
Palmer Pickering
Palmer
and Hills of Heather and Bone by K.E. Andrews.
Yes. Yeah. Who also is the author of Assassins of Crimson Secrets. She makes incredibly beautiful books.
Yeah.
And helped Tori with hers. Or
Yes.
Did Tori's. Yeah.
And it's incredibly beautiful on the inside, not just in the like artwork, but her writing is absolutely
Mhm.
beautiful.
Yes.
Definitely stuff I'm excited for both.
Probably not.
Dang. All right. You know what? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're fantastic. Both very different flavors of fantasy, but both very strong contenders.
Does anybody know what that trope is called that's used in heliotrope, where you're in a location,
It's called helio.
and you can't get out?
Bottle it.
Sorry.
Like you're like something's keeping you leaving. You know, it's like that whole section. I love that.
You're
trope.
somewhere, and something's keeping you from leaving.
Yeah.
Locked room mystery.
I'm
trying
kids?
Or they're free.
I don't think there's a way.
Yeah.
You mean like when you're stuck behind siege, or
no, when when you're free to leave. Everybody says that you're free to leave, but then you go and can't quite. There's something holding you from keeping you from leaving. You're not maybe magical, maybe it's not. Crystal Prison, maybe. Sounds good.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a trope.
it is now.
Yeah.
I've seen it several times, and every time I see it, I love it. So
yeah,
I agree with. I've read that one. Wistful Ascending is, except I read the second one this year, and the second one is probably in my top reads.
Nice.
I'm working on book 3 today, or like the next 2 weeks.
Wistful Ascending is just comfort reads for me. I just love it so much.
There's a trope.
Yeah, that's the name of the trope.
There's your trope.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, what was it?
A bad relationship.
Yeah.
Word cage.
You can just add trope at the end, like a bad
That's
relationship
right,
trope,
right.
and it becomes a trope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I want to feel like comfortable, I'll reach for like Hybrid Helix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a comfort read for sure.
That's what exactly. It's a comfort read. It's so good.
I usually, like, when I read books, I don't, like, say, oh man, I wish I'd written this, because it's so different. Like, every author has their style, and I couldn't even imagine myself writing something. But when I read Wistful Ascending, was like, man, I'm a little bit jealous, that I can write like this. Like, it's so, I don't know how to explain. It just flows so well.
Yeah. And he knocked it out of the park again with
yeah.
I
didn't get to them yet, but yeah.
Yeah. I'd have to look at my Goodreads list.
That's what I was doing earlier.
I don't remember what I read.
Like Wickwire Watch.
So good.
Oh, I'm loving
that's gonna be in my top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Daughter of the Empire by Remedy
audio. It's a really, I love the narrative.
The audio is amazing. Yeah, Wayne Farrell.
Book 3 in audio, I think. So.
Yep, just released.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a chunk. That's gonna be a long audiobook.
Waybound, the final Cradle book.
I know a couple of other.
That sounds amazing. I want to read that. King Arthur versus Kaiju.
Oh, Boy's Life. Boy's Life was this year.
Stuck in my head also. Hotel California. Such a good one.
I guess I read Phased this year. I read 2 of Tori's books this year.
Yeah, Crystal's books are awesome as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Legacy of the Brightwash and Legacy of Brick and Bone.
The Lesser Dead was a really good one by Christopher Beelman. Judas Blossom was this year. Judas Blossom was really good by Stephen Arion. Debunked was this year. See, like I'm screwed.
Good thing you're not doing
Baker Candlestick Taker was this year.
I didn't read any of these books.
I mean, to be fair, I've read 145 books. Queen of Bedlam was this year.
Finished 145 books.
I read A Deed of Dreadful Note this year.
Yes.
That's probably the only book that anybody else here has read that I did. Oh, except for Nico. Nico read one of my books, and he loved every minute of it.
Hated it. He literally, to my face, told me how much he hated it.
To this day, has not finished Assassin's Apprentice, and this was back from like August.
I have like 80 pages left.
She's had like 80 pages left since August.
Derek reading. Yeah,
Thank you.
Debunked and Phased.
Yeah, Derek's read your books too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Debunked
I
is
need-
so fun.
Awesome.
But yeah, Will of the
It's got a
Medians.
mad scientist camel on a dirigible.
Great.
Oh my gosh.
I think Nowhere.
I'm not going to give away all of my top reads this year, but one that will absolutely be on my list at the very top is Augustus by John Williams.
That book is spectacular.
Absolute spectacular. Like there's some books that was one of the books I read this year that it was just like, I aspire to this level of writing. Like it's so brilliant. It's so brilliant.
Nico's a part of the Princess Posse as well.
I prefer the church.
You prefer to be a donut hole?
That series, it just shouldn't work for me. It shouldn't work, and it so does. I love it so much.
But yeah, Alan did a whole read along of Augustus. It was super.
Alan's responsible for at least 2 of my top 10 this year.
Yeah.
Actually 3, probably 3.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Sorry, I know that's one of her
It's one of
favorites.
my all-time favorites. Yep.
It's so good that Andrew has DNF'd it like 5 times.
That's Andrew's problem.
3 times. 3 times. I've made it 20% through that book, and then I just dip.
I was going to say, the reasons you don't like it are the reasons most people love it, though. So it's one of those things.
I prefer this masterpiece, okay?
I'm excited to read it.
Yeah, that's on my list.
I'm interested in that book, but I've never seen anyone talk about it. Is it good?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, Shogun. So good.
I love the cover.
I just put up on Twitter, like, do people want me to read it like The Last Hope or Taipan? And everyone was just like, no, screw Taipan.
I want to read Taipan next year. We can read it together, maybe.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Because I got behind on the read along with Alan's group just because I couldn't keep up. But I want to read it next year. I
just need somebody to push me over to start it, and then that'll get the motor running, and then I'll more than likely leave you in the dust.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited, Alan.
Good. Go on Twitter and yell at everybody who voted for.
I will, Alan. I will make him read it next year. We'll read it together. Nice.
Because like I put in a hold for it on my library. The audiobook came through. I've got my physical. I was gonna immersion read the heck out of Taipan, and then like everyone was like, "No, you need to read Mike Shackle."
You trusted the democracy.
Then why did you post a poll?
Yeah, you should have just decided.
Because
don't listen to the people, Andrew.
I like to listen to the people.
Democracy.
The people have been very nice to me. I don't understand why people like my channel, but
because you're awesome. Because you're a
sure,
wizard.
if you say so.
It's because you're a nice human being. Like, if you see all the people like in the chat, they're all talking about how nice Joe is, and Tori, and Kay, and Nico. Like, you're all really nice people. T, Kate, everybody's.
We
so
wouldn't
nice.
hang out with you if you weren't.
Yeah.
See, but
They haven't met Andrew though. So.
I was gonna say with Kay, it's all a facade.
Even better.
It's all a facade.
Actually,
Stop giving away
Tori's
secrets,
met
Tori.
me,
Sorry.
Andrew's met me, Patricia's met me, Nico and Layla have met me. The only people who
Don't
haven't
tell
met me
people
are
I've
Tiago,
met you.
who lives on
I
the
met
wrong
you,
continent.
and you're all right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yes.
He's okay. Like, I mean, he's okay.
You just want to throw me through a glass window.
Defenestrate you through a glass window.
Oh, really quick though. So speaking of next year's reads, this seems like an opportune time for me to hijack the stream really quick. Not you, Andrew, but say everybody, if you want to join in for a great series, doing a Crown of Stars buddy read by Kate Elliott starting in January, book a month, 7 books. Really great. It's kind of like a historical fantasy feel at points. Well, kind of with like the darkness level of A Song of Ice and Fire, but it's epic fantasy with great characters and gradual world building where you find out more and more and stuff. Super good. I'm really excited for it. It's a reread.
Where can they follow that along that? Where can they follow along with that?
If you want to join the buddy read, it's on the Wizardly Enclave Discord, which you can find linked in any of my videos or Andrew's videos, various places.
To note, I will not be a part of that buddy read because
He will not. Yeah, and it's
really good. It just hit a little too close to home for me.
He made a short about how he couldn't deal with the villain, and then a bunch of people were like, "This sounds amazing. What book is this?" He was like, "It's him saying he couldn't do it." And I've had a lot of people say that, and it's funny because she's not really considered grimdark, but there's a pretty monstrous villain in it.
Dude, he is so. He makes me uncomfortable, like to the point where like I don't want to read it.
Yeah.
How long are the
He's
books
so
go?
creepy.
They're not terribly long.
Yeah, they're like middling length. They vary, but none of them are crazy. The first
Nico's
couple
got
are-
all my hardcovers.
Yeah, I upgraded. I had book clubs. Oh, that's very nice. So the channel's just me. She
I'm in a couple videos.
yeah.
Okay.
If you want
Okay.
to see a great video of Nico delivering horrible pickup lines and watching Layla get
Oh
more
my
and more
God.
frustrated, that is a fantastic
That
video.
was one of the
on
worst
Nico.
days of my life. Don't tell people that.
This one
I
up.
was gonna say, I didn't see that one.
I definitely forgot about that one.
Oh, I haven't forgotten.
How long?
I think it was the first video I was ever in on his channel, and I hated ever. He's like, "Do you want to be in a video?" I'm like, "Oh, sure." It was horrible.
They
It
were all
was terrible.
They were all like book related pickup lines. And oh my gosh, I actually completely forgot about that one. That's from a while ago. I need to go back and rewatch that.
I need a
It's gotta go-
sequel.
I'll have to see if I could come up with some more.
I can't. I'm busy being pregnant. No, no, thank you. No,
Yeah,
thank
we
you.
just can't move.
And Layla, you only get 9 months to use it for an excuse. So use. The
I'm
heck out of
using it.
Like, just do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it as often as I can.
I'm gonna be there in March. I'm gonna bring a tub of ice cream and bribe you.
Absolutely not. If you bring me some fudge, we'll talk.
Are you wanting me to go to Uranus?
Yes.
Okay.
There are two, Andrew. July and August of 2021.
Can you link? I
are
love
two.
atrocious pickup lines. Oh,
I don't think it'll let me link. But if you
I
look
look
at my
so angry.
fantasy book type pickup line is the title.
So good.
I'll try. I don't think it'll let me link because it's
I
gonna
don't think
think.
you can do links. Yeah. But maybe like in your you're not streaming.
Yeah,
No, let Nico do it.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. It came through. It
Oh,
might
cool.
not link, you might have to copy and paste it, but yeah, it's there.
I think it lets people who are on the stream link.
Super.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Those videos don't need more views.
Oh yes, they do. Yes,
I'm
they
totally
do.
gonna go rewatch these because I legitimately forgot. It's been.
They were no, they didn't. They did not.
Were.
I mean,
That's
you
why
stayed
we had to wait
married
a
to
couple of
him,
years.
and then there is now a baby on the way. So
Well, it would have happened
worked.
2 years earlier, but we made these videos, and then she didn't like me anymore for a while.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and then the videos happened, and I'm like, I'm out. So
It's not showing up in the.
Hey guys, I'm gonna need to bounce quick.
Not okay. Yeah, we should probably go ahead and call it. It's been 2 hours. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you
This
so
has been
much for
fun.
joining us. This was so
Merry
much
Christmas.
this was fun. We'll do it again, hopefully
Merry
soon.
Christmas, everyone. See ya.
Thank you everybody for joining live in the comments. And yeah, subscribe, follow, like, buy our books. Give us a Merry Christmas present buying our books. All of us. And all of us. And but you know what? Yeah, thank you so much for being a part of BookTube. Thank you for being a part of this year. And I hope you find an amazing list of TBR to start your year off right next year. So yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining us. Andrew, Tori, Nico, Layla, Tiago, Kay, T, Andrew.
Andrew last.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for not DNFing the stream,
Do it
Andrew.
with you.